water causes a lot of diseases and health problems. Diarrhea is one of the major causes of death in children in developing countries. Cancer and blindness are also diseases that can come from water. So finding a good source of clean water is very important. There are many ways to purify water, and to purify water at the household level is a good way to do it because your water is then in the house where you need it. Some of the main ways to purify water are boiling water, or also adding chlorine or bleach. But there are also ways that you can purify water using materials that are easy to find.
It's time to put on a clean dressing. Now, don't put antibiotic ointments on the wound. They really do very, very little good and can be dangerous. But if the wound is infected, there's something else that's very, very helpful. It's just simple honey. Put 3 or 4 drops of honey on top of the wound because the sugars in the honey have a strong action against bacteria. I've used honey many, many, many times in our hospital in Africa. It's wonderful.
If you are lucky enough to have a toothbrush, you want to make sure the bristles are soft or extra soft. You don't want a medium or a hard brush in your mouth. Medium and hard brushes will cause a lot of damage to the sides of your teeth. It can cause the wear lesions that we talked about. You can also make a homemade toothbrush out of a branch or a twig from a sour gum, sweet gum, or black gum tree. You can also make it from a coconut husk. You'd peel off the husk, like I've done right here, and you twist it and use this to brush your teeth.
Even in the countryside, people may live in homes where there is not a lot of land available for gardening. Sometimes in the village, the land is very compacted and very infertile. So the techniques that I will mention in this presentation may help to solve some of those problems as well. One may not think of the city as a natural place to grow a garden. Houses and homes are crowded very close together, but yet there are thousands of rooftops that could be used to produce gardens. In fact, the city may be the best place to have a garden. A garden in a big city is very close to major markets. Harvested produce does not have to be transported long distances. This way, the grower can keep most of the profits.
We know that the soil is the basis for life, and that we are responsible to maintain and build our soil. And because the soil is a basis for life, we need to take care of it well.
Now, why is it so important that we speak about immunization? That is because 1.7 million children die from diseases that could have been prevented with readily available vaccines. This is very sad. Children who are immunized are protected from these dangerous diseases. And all children have the right to this protection. It is essential that all parents know why, when, where, and how many times the child should be immunized.
So we need to be wise and understand just how a woman's body functions. This is what's going to help us to stay healthy, keep our children healthy, and our children's children. Women in particular are quite blessed because we alone have the capability to give birth. I've had the privilege of delivering many babies, and witnessing a baby being born is truly miraculous. But the events that occur in our bodies every month to prepare to have babies is just as miraculous.
Our immune system is like this old umbrella. When it's working properly, whatever falls down on top of this umbrella will not hurt me because I am protected. However, there is a kind of tiny germ that can damage our immune system so that it cannot recover. This little pin, which I have in my hand right here, is like the HIV virus. I can stick the umbrella many times with this, but the holes are very tiny, so you really can't see the holes. And if I were to try to use it, it would still keep most of the rain off from me. But eventually, the virus attacks the immune system long enough that it begins to show serious damage. Now, will this umbrella protect me from the rain?
And slowly the baby's head is coming out, and finally out it comes. And almost immediately the baby will take a breath and begin to cry. And the cry of a newborn baby is the most marvelous music you can hear in all the world, because that means the baby is alive.